Hello guitaristas, my name is Edina and you are watching the Spanish Guitar Hub, and today we are going to learn La Cumparsita, and after this lesson you can learn something like this. The tab for this lesson is available on my website, or you can also get it on Patreon or on YouTube memberships. La Cumparsita is a very famous tango which is composed by an Uruguayan musician called Gerardo Matos Rodriguez, and it was composed in the early 20th century, so now this song is a classic. And today I'm going to share with you my own arrangement of this song, which is a little bit like a Spanish guitar version. The song has A, B and C parts, so we will go through each of the parts. The A part is the most famous but also the easiest to learn. So let's see how does that sound. The A part only has 3 different chords, and then there is a melody over these chords, and these chords are E major. We are playing in this particular position because of the notes coming after. And then we have A minor, and then we will also have D minor. The song starts with a 3-stroke rasgueado, which means that you have your hand on a fist, and after you need to flick with your ring, middle and index finger. Your thumb needs to be on the E string, and then you do flick, 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 flick. But you need to do this quite quickly, so it will be when I finish the 3-stroke rasgueado, I do a little bit of muting on the chord, but I only use my left hand to do that. So I stop the sound on a way that I lift up a little bit this barre hold. This makes the sound a little bit more passionate. And then we have the first melody. We will play on the E string the 10th fret, the 7th fret, and after we will go to the B string and we will play the 9th fret. The technique on the right hand is called here picado, which means that I play the note but I pull it up to the other string, so it has like a quite strong sound than if you would do it like a free picking. I like to place my thumb to the E string when I do this one, and the way to do it, it is just like you pull up until you cannot pull more. What I like to do with these notes, I like to do a staccato. Again, staccato means that you stop the sound. So it will be 10, and then you lift up a little bit your little finger, so you stop the sound. 7, again a staccato, and when you play the 9th fret on the B string, you do a vibrato. Vibrato is elongating a note, and the way to do it, that you play the note and very quickly you move sideways your finger. In the next part, we will add some bass line, and we are going to use a pulgar to add this bass line. A pulgar means that we play with the thumb, and again we pull down and end up on the next string. The best way to do it, that your hand is already facing towards the downward movement. So if your palm is too high, it's not going to sound good. Like when you are already pointing downwards. If you are enjoying this lesson, please hit the like button because it will help the video to rank and other people can find this and learn from this as well. So this will be on the A string and it will be 7, 8, 7, 6 and 7. But the rhythm will be ta da da ta da. You are going to play some 8 notes and some quarter notes. And you need to start also on the offbeat. So when you do this with the metronome, I'm going to show you how this sounds. Metronome is at 60 BPM and we will start on the offbeat, which means we need to start in the middle of the beat. So it will be like this. Click and click and click and click. Now we are going to play the A minor chord and we will do it on the 5th position, which is the E minor position. So this will be 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5. And we will do exactly the same technique like before, so 3-stroke rasguiado, and we stop the sound. Again, we will use the same technique on the right hand, and also we will add 2 staccatos and 1 vibrato to make it sound a little bit nicer. 12, 8, and then 10 on the B string. The bass line after coming at the same time like the other one, so you start on the offbeat and you just repeat exactly what you did. And then we will repeat this phrase, so we will play this twice. We went to the next chord, which is the D minor, and we will just use a basic picking technique. So it will be thumb and all the other fingers are holding the bottom 3 string and you go up. And we are holding the D minor actually in the A minor shape. So we are on the 5th fret with the barre, but this is an open chord because we will play the D string as an open string. And when you add the melody here, you just move your index finger to the 4th fret and you move back and you just do exactly the same technique. And we are back to the A minor chord, and the next melody will be adding the bass on the A string, and again we will play the bottom 3 string with the other fingers. And you add the melody again on the 5th fret and the 4th fret of the E string on a way that you are changing between the little and index finger. But you are playing the bottom 3 strings, so you are playing actually these 2 5s as well. Now we are back on the E major chord. And we will add again a 3-stroke rasguiado, and you can mute it, but I don't mute it so harsh like before because you are in an open chord, but you can just lift up a little bit your hand. Back to the picado technique, we are on the E string, 10, 8, 7, and we will play 3 more chords, and this will be an A minor chord, but you have to hold it with the ring finger just because what is coming next. So instead of holding the full A minor, just here, and you play the bottom 4 strings, and you go to the E7 chord, and this just means that you are in the same shape like before, but you place your little finger on the 9th fret of the B string, and again you play the bottom 4 strings, and finally you go back to the A minor. The next one will be played again with pulgar. We will have a hammer-on and pull-off technique. So you are in the D string, you are pulling it off to the 2nd fret from the 3rd fret, and then you add a hammer-on back to the 3rd fret, and an open string, and again a pull-off. The best way to do a pull-off to make it sound good, that you are behind with a finger that you need to be, not like doing a backward hammer-on, which a lot of people does. It just doesn't sound good. So you need to be quite strongly holding the note behind, and you literally need to pull it down with your middle finger and release it in the air to make it sound good. The rhythm is actually quite difficult in this bar because we started with an A minor chord. You need to hold it for a dotted quarter note, which means 1.5 beats, and after you will have 2 16 notes, 1 8 note, 1 quarter note, and finishing finally with 2 16 notes. But I like to add the next note from the next bar because that's kind of where the phrase is finishing. So when you count this one, it will sound something like this. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Finally, we are going to finish this with 2 chords, and this will be the E, but adding a D note to the E on the B string, so the 3rd fret of the B string, and finally the A major chord. The song structure is A, B, A, and C. And now we arrived to the B part. The B part will be considerably more difficult than it was on the A part. So let's go through it. We start again with an open A chord, but this time we are holding a half a barre. Half a barre means that you hold your index finger but not on the full fret. You finish it on the first 4 or first 3 bars. In this case, I'm holding the first 4 bars. And you just play the bass note on the A and the bottom 3 strings. And then you play the 7 and the 8th fret on the E string. And I use like a classical finger picking here. So it's just a alternate picking between the index and middle finger. I'm not pulling it up like I did with the picado technique. And after we will add some nice bass notes. It will be just an E and the A. And we play again the chord. And here I added some picado technique just to add some passion to this phrase. And this will be 7, 8, 7. And again bass and chord. The next one will be a bass line, and this is very common in a lot of tango, but also in a lot of Spanish guitar songs. And this will be again played with a pulgar, so thumb ends up on the next string, and then you add hammer-ons. So you start on the 7th fret of the A string with the ring finger, you add the hammer-on with the little finger, and then index finger on the 5th fret, hammer-on on the 7th, and you slide to the 3rd fret, hammer-on on the 5th, and slide to the 2nd, and hammer-on the 3rd. And finally you add an open string. Now we are going to add some octaves. Octaves means that you are playing the same note, but it's one octave higher or one octave lower. And this will be the A note. We are playing the 7th fret of the D string and the 5th fret of the E string. After we just shift and slide 2 frets down and we repeat it. And 2 frets down, we repeat it again. And the final one will be on the 2nd fret of the D string with the middle finger and an open fret on the E string. And this is like an E7 chord, actually, if you would hold it like properly. It sounds quite nice. And this time you play the D string and then the G and the B string. And then you add different bass notes. So 2nd fret of the A string and then open string on the E string. When I arranged this song, the next part was super hard for me, so I had to modify it. I think the best way to play it, that you hold a half a barre to start with. And this will be playing a bass note again, and after you play the E string, and then you play the bottom 3 string. Then you repeat the same technique on the right hand and you move the position. Again, we will add 2 different chords and after we will go to a picado technique. And with the picado we play B string 3, 0 and then G string 1. We went back to the octaves. It adds a little bit more tension in the song, and the octaves will be on the A string and on the B string. So it will be 5 and 3 playing together, just a classical picking, and 3 and 1 and 2 and 0. Then we have a really nice little run played with picado. Starting on the G string, 2, 1, 2, open, 1, open, 1, 3, and then open on the E string. finally, of course, we finish again with a bass note on the E string. Now we are going to repeat this phrase, but we will add some variations in some places. The beginning is the same. Now the variation comes, and this will be on the D minor chord. But when I start the variation, I don't play the barre, but I place it after. At first, I just play the D and the G string, and after the B string, now I place the barre. And then I play the A string and the E string, and then I change to this position, so it's like an open D minor position. And I move my index finger to add the melody. We go to the A minor chord and we will play the D, G and B string together. And after just a single high E string, add the bass on the A and back to the A position on the 5th fret. Again, it's an open A, and you just play one note with the 5th fret on the E string, and then the bottom 3 string, adding a variation again with the 4th fret. The next will be the ending phrase of the B section, and this will be starting with the bass, open E string, 7 and 7 on the E and the G string. This will be a little bit more difficult, so you play the same strings with your ring and index finger on the E and the G string, but you add a hammer-on and pull off with your little finger. And then you just add few notes here, and this will be E, 3rd fret of the B, 1st, and open. And I just play it with a classical finger picking. And then you finish the B section like you finish the A section. We arrived to the third part of the song. Actually, this was the hardest for me because it involved a lot of coordination exercises, but it's good to practice this one, and it will be good for you if you learn this song. It starts again with octaves, but the octaves this time will be on the G and the E string, and this will be the 2nd fret and the 5th fret. And after, you just move this shape around to get the melody. So it will start this, move back, so 1 and 4, back to 2 and 5, 4 and 7, and then 8th fret with 5, and back to 4 and 7, to 2 and 5. The rhythm of this one is a little bit challenging as well, because it starts normally but then it goes to the offbeat. So it will be ta da 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 da. And then we have a nice bass line played with pulgar. Again, we will do the bass line adding hammer-ons, so it sounds very Spanish. Bass on the A string, hammer-on from 2 to 3, 0 to 2, 3 to 5, and then open string. We will play octaves again, and the rhythm will be the same like before, but the octaves will be on the G and the E string. So it will start with 3 and 1, 2 and 0, 3 and 1, 5 and 3, 7 and 5, 3 and 1, and finally it's not an octave because we move the bass note to the A string and then you play the E open string together. And then we will play the A minor chord and we just break it down, so it will be D, G and B, and the A string and the E string. After we are going to repeat, but we will add some variations. So it's the same like before, we play again the octaves. The variation here will be that we will play the A minor chord and we will break it down like before. It will be D, G and B, and then A string, E string. And we repeat the octaves again on the G and the E string. And this time on the chord, we just strum 3 times to finish it. The next one is a very classical guitar thing, when you do like a slide from the 1st fret to the 5th fret and after you add the chord on the A minor. And we came to the coordination part of the song. This is the hardest, but it just starts with some single notes. So you play with the ring finger, the 12th fret, and I like to add a vibrato with the little finger after. Anyway, you need to hold this note a little bit longer because this is a dotted quarter note, so it's 1.5 beats. And after you slide your little finger to the 12th fret and you start the coordination. Now, I don't want to get into so much how to play this because it's just a very easy classical technique, but it's very important what notes you play together. So what I'm going to do, I will just play this super slow for you so you can follow up how you need to do it, and I will add the tab on the screen. Actually, this part is very important. In bar 51, you need to change on the last note, not after, because this 10th is already in the next position. So you are in this position, and then you change to the next position before the bar ends. And we arrived a chord part, which is just a break in between this section and the next one, because we need to repeat this section. And this will be just the Spanish candes. So it is A minor, G major, F, and E. So, and then you finish with the A minor chord and you repeat it exactly what you just did. And this time you are going to finish the whole song how you finished the A part. so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, hit the like button or subscribe for more videos like this, because I'm uploading new guitar videos every Sunday. So see you guys next Sunday with another guitar video.